Hey, it's Ansley, and this is a little bit more about Comunidad. And, don't let me repeat myself, but I mean, basically, Comunidad, the idea behind Comunidad is to be finding these very just absolutely beautiful mezcals made in tiny batches. That's very important to us. I think that's where the best mezcals are made, and made from unusual agaves or in unusual ways and so forth. And basically, the idea is really superb, but in themselves interesting mezcals. And then it's called Comunidad because when we start making money, we want to start putting some of this money back into the communities so that they have resources for dealing with the wastes that come from distillation, which is a problem. What happens to the distillate after you've extracted all the alcohol? What happens to the solids that remain from distillation? That kind of thing. So anyway, and the favorite guy we found so far, I mean, just unbelievable, is a guy named Heladio Lopez, and he studied with some or worked for some very good distillers who won't let us use their names. And now he's off on his own. He's built this funky little distillery. It's tiny. It's basically just a shed, and he's got 3 clay pots in it, and he's just making unbelievable stuff. So, and what I love from him, I mean, some of these, a full batch is 55 bottles, and that's clay still batch. That's 55 bottles, and some of them are even tinier than that. This is what's coming in, the next shipment. I mean, some of them are on 22 bottles, but just fabulous product. Expensive, but I mean, he knows what he has, and he knows how good it is, and he knows what mezcals are selling for in the United States. But, to our mind, expensive is good because that means we will be making the money that we can be putting back into the communities. So that's, anyway, so I wanted to just, I've been there a couple of times. It's wonderful to watch them watch. I mean, great distillers just have this incredible focus. They're not doing anything else except even when he's doing something simple like putting bagasso around the foot of the condensation pot that goes on top of the distilling pot. I mean, it's just, you can just tell, let's get this absolutely perfect, right? And that's where his mind is. And I think that's one of the gifts that a great distiller has, the ability to focus on the absolutely tiny details, but it makes a difference. They all make a difference. Anyway, so here's I think this is Comunidad number 11, Jabali. Yeah. Jabali, I mean, we've done Tripon with him, we've done Arroqueño, we've done Tobasiche and so forth, but this is the best mezcal I've ever tasted. Jabali is incredibly difficult to distill. It tends to foam, and people have destroyed their equipment, and not many people are willing to distill it because it's such a problem. But really great. These are single distillations. Okay, still proof distillations. I'm sorry. At 53, 54%, and really fabulous product. Even at that percentage point, you don't get a huge sense of alcohol. There's no attack. But what he is really brilliant at is, they're all incredibly clean, they're all incredibly well made, but that marrying intensity without having it be something that attacks your mouth or overwhelms the sensation of the mezcal you're tasting, right? It's intense, but the intensity is of flavor, not of alcohol. So, I mean, this is just unbelievable. When we're selling it direct to the consumer out of the warehouse, We charge $161 for it, which, I mean, if we were taking our standard markup, it'd be $180, but we don't like making that kind of money. But this is, I mean, it's an unbelievable product. You buy a bottle of this, you could keep it around for a year.